What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today we plan on doing something a little bit different. We're gonna kind of gauge how you guys like it, see what their reactions are, and decide if we continue moving forward after how this comes together. What we wanted to put out was kind of an educational series, something more along the lines of informative, kind of showing you guys how we operate day in and day out, kind of little tidbits of the industry, and show you guys really what it took in order to go from idea to final product, on the shelf. So in today's series, we kind of wanted to cover really just the production process, going from recipe at home to the ingredients to the manufacturing at scale to getting them to the warehouse, kind of that full what we call in the industry the supply chain. So that's kind of like a rough term that's thrown around everywhere, but if you kind of put it together, the supply chain is really just the management of each individual item piece that goes into a Cheddies. So from the cheddar cheese, getting that from the manufacturer to the facility, from the manufacturing facility to into the box, into the bag to the warehouse to the HEB to your front door, right? So really what that really took was a lot of discovery, a lot of pain points, figuring out, and paperwork, a lot of paperwork back and forth, one person and the other. And so yeah, kind of want to show you guys what that's all about, how fun it is, and see if this is something that sticks around.
Cool. All right, so hopefully you can hear me all right, but what goes on from there is we digitalize everything, and obviously I don't need to hear it, but there's definitely softwares and things out there that will make this whole process easier. But what we do here at Cheddies, where everything's low budget and high quality, is Excel spreadsheets. So the most important thing here is obviously the numbers are all different, not accurate, not up to date. Don't take them for reference. You're not gonna get anything out of it. What we do here is we take a look at what we need in the facility, our raw ingredients on hand, and how much more are we gonna need to order in order to get our production volumes correct. From there, we go over here and I make this folder for everything I ever do, every single production. I put this folder together, I go through step by step. I go to my production volumes and I create my production order, right? So I have all these ingredients, I've got these guys on hand. I'm gonna need this much for the production, this much on hand. So what do my orders need to look like, and when do they need to get there in order to keep the ball moving forward, right? So once this all gets mapped out, the real work begins.
The next steps are to reach out to all 10 of our ingredient suppliers and coordinate an attack to have all the material show up on time at the facility, ready for an early morning start. What that really means is us, one, requesting updated samples, making sure that their inventory hasn't changed from month to month. They have a lot of variability during the manufacturing of some of these guys, so it's important to know what you're getting every single time. There's a lot of variability in the cheese, so we get more than enough cheese samples, which is the best part about this job. The biggest thing to remember here is that you are making something for people to eat, right? Like, I can't have allergens that aren't listed on the product. I can't have any cross-contamination. All of this work and effort, the paperwork, everything that needs to go into just simply getting an ingredient from the manufacturer to our production site is super important. You can't ever miss a detail here, because if you do, it could be disastrous, right? At a human life sort of level. And all the attention to the detail is you can't ever miss a beat. So the double checking, the triple checking on all the work is super critical and important. All that being said, let's move on to the next step.
All right, and so this is where the magic happens, the production facility. Finally, all the hard work that led to this moment, all the paperwork, the back and forth, the things, the final end goal, which is really hard to see when getting ready for this, is final manufactured crackers. Really excited, 6 a.m., everything was here on time, ready to go for today from across the country. All the hard work of making sure that your paperwork's in order leads to these beautiful moments of finished product goods. The journey doesn't stop here though. This is really just the beginning for the rest of the hard work. The bagging, the sales, the warehouse, the delivery, making sure everything else is on time starts from this moment on. So game on, boys, let's go. All right, and from the packaging machine, they get placed into their cases. This is a case pack of 64 units. This is what we start dealing with time in, time out from here on forward in our sales. No longer do we talk about single little baggies or anything. We talk about selling cases of these things. So this is our our tie and our tier and our height of a pallet. It's important to start understanding what all that means moving forward. The retailers expect you to know exactly who's sending them and how they receive it in the warehouse. So this is a super important step that can never be overlooked.
So you're joining me back here at the home office. Where we last left, the product has been packaged, they've been put in cases, they've been labeled, properly labeled, and sent out to the warehouse. So from the warehouse, that's all off-site. Obviously, we can't hold, 40 to 50 pallets worth of finished product here at home. And so we have a remote warehouse where we can coordinate orders going out, specific sizes, they can break those down. We typically have 1,000 bags on one pallet of ours. We try to send out as many full pallets as possible, but sometimes smaller accounts request, half or whatever. So all that gets organized from here, from the home office, the orders come in and the shipments go out. So I hope you enjoyed. Let us know if there's maybe something more detailed that you'd like to learn more about. Leave a comment below and talk to us. Tell us if there's anything here that you liked. Wow, I'd like to learn more about how you actually got the cracker recipe. What do you guys do in the kitchen? If you guys are interested in learning about our sales efforts or the marketing, just little tidbits of different things that we do day in, day out. We'd love to hear your thoughts and learn more. So make sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date with all our vlogs and our journeys. Peace.